Sai dear listeners. Live broadcast of the proceedings from the Sai Hall at Prasanthi Nilayam will follow shortly. Sai dear listeners. Live broadcast of the proceedings from the Sai Hall at Prasanthi Nilayam will follow shortly. Please stay tuned.
రేడియో సాయి శ్రోతలకు సాయిరాం. మరికొద్దిసేపట్లో ప్రశాంతి నిలయంలోని సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభామండపం నుండి ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారాలను మీరు వింటారు. దయచేసి వేచి ఉండండి.
Sai dear listeners. Live broadcast of the proceedings from the Sai Hall at Prasanthi Nilayam will follow shortly. Please stay tuned. రేడియో సాయి శ్రోతలకు సాయిరాం. మరికొద్దిసేపట్లో ప్రశాంతి నిలయంలోని సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభామండపం నుండి ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారాలను మీరు వింటారు. దయచేసి వేచి ఉండండి. Sai dear listeners. Live broadcast of the proceedings from the Sai Hall at Prasanthi Nilayam will follow shortly. Please stay tuned.
రేడియో సాయి శ్రోతలకు సాయిరాం. మరికొద్దిసేపట్లో ప్రశాంతి నిలయంలోని సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభామండపం నుండి ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారాలను మీరు వింటారు. దయచేసి వేచి ఉండండి.
Sai Ram, dear listeners. Live broadcast of the proceedings from the Sai Kulwant Hall at Prasanthi Nilayam will follow shortly. Please stay tuned.
सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् वेदमनोच्चाचार्योऽन्ते वासिनमनुशास्ते सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धर्माहृत्य प्रजातन्त्वं मा व्यवच्छेत्स्येः सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्यैन प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यम् पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथि देवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि ये के चास्मच्छ्रेयागुंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया देयम् श्रद्धेयं ह्रिया देयं भिया देयं सत्या देयम् अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्त विचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता युक्ताः अयोक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता युक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामा स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषत् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Revered Founder Chancellor, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I have the honor to pray to you to declare the convocation open.
I declare convocation open.
Om Sri Sai Ram. Most revered Founder Chancellor, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I seek your divine blessings to offer the 36th Convocation Report of your Institute. Esteemed Chancellor, Justice M.N. Venkatachalaya, Chief Guest of the Day, respected Professor E.R. West, University of Sheffield, UK, respected members of Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust, respected members of our Institute Trust, respected members of the Board of Management, respected members of the Academic Council of this Institute, former Vice Chancellors of our institute, directors and their colleagues from Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences and General Hospitals, directors and deans of our institute, registrar and controller of examinations of our institute, distinguished academicians, delegates and invitees, teaching and non-teaching staff, graduates and students of our institute and their parents and guardians, friends from the press and media, and Sai brothers and sisters. On this auspicious occasion of the 36th Convocation of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, with utmost humility, I extend the most cordial welcome to you all. Indeed, I am honored to introduce our Chancellor, Justice M.N. Venkatachalaya, a former Chief Justice of our country. Justice Venkatachalaya, after obtaining university degrees in science and law, entered the general practice of the law in 1951 at Bengaluru. He was appointed judge of the High Court of Karnataka in the year 1975 and later a judge of the Supreme Court of India in 1987. He was appointed Chief Justice of India in February 1993 and held that august office till his retirement in August 1994. Justice Venkatachalaya was appointed Chairman National Human Rights Commission in 1996 and held that high office till October 1999. He was nominated Chairman of the National Commission to review the working of the Constitution in 2000, and National Commission gave its valuable report to the Government of India in March 2002. He was conferred Padma Vibhushan in 2004 by the Government of India. Justice Venkatachalaya has been associated with a number of social, cultural and service organizations. He is the founder president of Sarvodaya International Trust. He is the founder patron of the Society for Religious Harmony and Universal Peace, New Delhi. He was Tagore Law Professor of the Calcutta University. He was the chairman of the Committee of the Indian Council for Medical Research to drop ethical guidelines for biogenetic research involving human subjects. Justice Venkatachalaya is a president of the Public Affairs Center and president of the Indian Institute of World Culture. He was Chancellor of the Central University of Hyderabad. He is a recipient of doctorates and many other academic honors from several universities, including the Banaras Hindu University, Manipal University, Pondicherry University, and so on. Justice Venkatachalaya is an extraordinarily erudite scholar. In his speeches, as in his judgments, he quotes with effortless ease from scriptures and scholarly works, as well as from the latest reports in science and technology and economics. Honorable Justice Venkatachalaya is an embodiment of simplicity, humility, and accessibility. He is the most sought after for advice and guidance even today. With his vast experience in public life and love for Bhagavan and his mission, I am sure this institute and I personally will continue to benefit from his guidance and advice. I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. I am also delighted to introduce Professor Anthony Roy West, known as A.R. West, the chief guest of this memorable ceremony. Professor A.R. West is one of the most distinguished experimental solid-state chemists and material scientists of the world. His contributions to many aspects of chemistry and physics of a variety of materials are outstanding. He continues to work on the same lines with added zeal and rigor. Professor West obtained his BSc degree in chemistry at University College Swansea and his PhD at the University of Aberdeen, where he worked with Professor F.B. Glasser on silicate chemistry. He was appointed lecturer in Aberdeen in 1971 and developed a lifetime interest in the then emerging field of solid-state chemistry, with special interest in the synthesis of new oxide materials, their crystal structures, and electrical transport properties. He was awarded a DSc from Aberdeen in 1984 and rose through the ranks to become Professor of Chemistry in 1989 before moving over to the University of Sheffield as head of the Department of Material Science and Engineering in 1999, a post he held until 2007. Currently, he is a professor in the Department of Material Science and Engineering, University of Sheffield, UK. Professor West was founding editor of the Journal of Materials Chemistry and subsequently established the Materials Chemistry Forum, which has now become the Materials Chemistry Division of the Royal Society of Chemistry. He organized the first international conference on materials chemistry in Aberdeen in 1993 and co-organized the first materials discussion in Bordeaux, France in 1998. He also served as president of the Inorganic Chemistry Division of IUPAC during 2004 to 2007. Currently, he is on the editorial boards of Materials Research Bulletin, Journal of Electroceramics, and Journal of Solid State Sciences, and many more journals like this. He is an editor of the Solid State Sciences book series, Cambridge University Press. He is the author of a famous book on solid state chemistry and its applications, which is being extensively used by teachers at postgraduate level in almost all the countries. Indeed, the book has been translated into Russian, German, Japanese, Arabic, and Korean languages. Professor West is a fellow of the Royal Society, the Institute of Physics, the Institute of Materials, Minerals and Mining, and the Royal Society of Edinburgh. He is also an honorary fellow of the Materials Research Society of our country. Over the years, he has received several awards, including the Industrial Award in Solid State Chemistry from the Royal Society of Chemistry UK in the year 1996, the Griffiths Medal and Prize from the Institute of Materials UK in 2008, the Epsilon de Oro Award from the Spanish Society of Glass and Ceramics in 2007, and the Chemical Record Lectureship from the Chemical Societies of Japan in 2009. He has been conferred the 2013 John B. Goodenough Award in Materials Chemistry by the Royal Society of Chemistry, a lifetime award which recognizes exceptional and sustained contribution to the field of materials chemistry. Professor West has more than 480 research publications with an IH index of 61. He has supervised more than 60 students for their doctoral degrees. Indeed, some of his students who have started industries based on their PhD work have become highly successful entrepreneurs. He has been a member of the Norwegian and Finnish Research Councils, chair of an international evaluation board of the chemistry department of Uppsala University, Sweden, member of international advisory boards of the 4 CSIC Materials Research Institutes in Spain, international advisor to National Institute of Material Science, that is NIMS in Japan, chair of evaluation panel of engineering at Lancaster University, UK, and many more. I deem it a great privilege to extend a warm welcome to you, Professor Tony. We are also delighted to welcome the dignitaries and representatives from overseas who have spared their valuable time to be with us on this great occasion. It is with Bhagavan's blessings and on behalf of the entire Institute fraternity, I would like to take this opportunity to express my hearty congratulations to our graduates on their accomplishments. This is indeed a proud moment for all of us over here. Now, let me give a brief background of our institute, particularly for the benefit of those who are not familiar with this institute. As you are all aware, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning was founded by Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba on 10th November 1981 as an autonomous body accredited to and recognized by the Government of India and the University Grants Commission as a deemed to be university associated with 12B status. The inception and amazing progress of our institute are very closely entwined with the vision of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning has, in its more than 3.5 decades of existence, successfully demonstrated how values-based integral education can produce graduates and postgraduates not only with high academic caliber but also with high ethical and moral values. Our students are epitome of humility, selflessness, and humanity. Sri Sathya Sai model of values-based education is of overriding importance in today's fast-moving world, as it was designed to fulfill the aspirations of young minds in all dimensions. Sri Sathya Sai educational institutions impart free, high-quality education to all its pupils from kindergarten to post-graduation and beyond. This is perhaps unparalleled anywhere in the world. For the last 36 years, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning has branched out and developed into a multi-campus institution with several specialized outcome-based courses in various disciplines. We have 4 campuses spread over 2 states in our country, that's Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. In Andhra Pradesh, we have the Anantapuram campus, established way back in 1968 exclusively for girls. The second campus in Andhra Pradesh is located over here in Prasanthi Nilayam. This is the main campus of the institute. In Karnataka, we have 2 campuses for boys, the Brindavan campus, situated in Kadugodi, Bengaluru, and another campus in Muddenahalli, close to Bengaluru. Bhagavan's institute offers rigorous interdisciplinary academic programs in addition to the full-fledged departments with their ancillaries. We admit students with high levels of intellectual potential, irrespective of class, caste, or religion. Our admissions policy very much reflects the quality and academic standards that we maintain. Our gifted academic or non-academic staff tirelessly support our students through their entire academic journey, and the services they extend are unparalleled. That student strength has steadily increased over the last 5 years. The student-teacher ratio has also improved from 10:1 to 8:1. Our institute has been making its presence felt at both the national and international levels in a number of frontier areas of science and technology, management, as well as social sciences. Since its inception, the emphasis has been on effective teaching and systematic integration of values into the curriculum. Swami's institute has established itself as a good teaching institute. Ready recruitment of our students in reputed education institutions and business organizations all over the world is a testimony to this fact. I am proud to state that a large number of our students have been successful in earning the first few top ranks in national level examinations such as GATE, JUST, CSIR, UGC NET, etc. I am also happy to report that there has been all-round progress in curricular and co-curricular activities. We in this institute are ever motivated by Bhagavan Baba's mission to contribute to the society through pursuit of values-based free education and need-based and socially relevant research. It is with this background of the institute, I take this opportunity to highlight some of the progressive developments as well as research accomplishments of our faculty in different departments during the last 1 year. The academic programs of any education institute have to be dynamic and change with the times and not be stagnant, and should address the societal needs and demands as Bhagavan has exhorted time and again. Towards this end, during the present academic year, we started a specialization stream in actuarial science as a part of the MSc Mathematics program. This is expected to meet the rising demands for qualified professionals in the domains of financial risk analysis, predictive analytics, for financial reserve, etc. for risk management. Further, we intend to start in the next academic year a new subject combination, that is mathematics, computer science, and statistics for BSc honors in mathematics, probably at Prasanthi Nilayam, and possibly a postgraduate program in data sciences and computing at a suitable campus. In the area of big data analytics, the Department of Mathematics and Computer Sciences inked a MOU with Mastro Technologies Incorporation, United States of America. We also keep adding to the talent pool of our faculty every academic year. In addition, for the benefit of our student community, our Sai Institute continues to provide the best possible infrastructural facilities for its students and faculty. Bhagavan believes that successful academic growth of any university could be sustained only when research and teaching are fused together seamlessly, and that one without the other is incomplete. As you're all aware, interdisciplinary research is an indispensable need for innovation. It indeed brings together different minds across various disciplines in emerging areas to converge and work together to make an impact on any program. In our institute, interdisciplinary research is being rigorously pursued among the faculty members involving physics, chemistry, biosciences, food and nutritional sciences, and mathematics and computer sciences. This has indeed resulted not only in advancing the knowledge base, but also in the effective sharing of available resources. With the generous and ready support of Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust, we have acquired state-of-the-art equipment to facilitate interdisciplinary need-based research encompassing frontier areas in science and technology. I am indeed very happy to state that the research and development has gained momentum with the establishment of Central Research Instruments Facility, that is CRIF, over here at Prasanthi Nilayam. It is expected to meet the research aspirations of not only our faculty and students across all the campuses, but also interested researchers in and around this region. Our research efforts are also being directed towards establishing more synergy between the institute and user industries and medical institutions. We are extremely fortunate to have a top-grade hospital, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, in the vicinity. The ongoing collaborative work pertaining to multiple research projects between the institute and the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences is extremely encouraging and promising. Thanks to Dr. Gurumurthy and Dr. Sundaresh and their ever-active and enthusiastic young teams. The research output at the institute has witnessed a significant rise in the last 1 year. Substantial funding of 70 million rupees received for research from various government agencies like DRDO, ISRO, DAE, DST, DBT, BRNS, and UGC is testimony to the rise in the quality of research work at our institute. I now present the highlights of our research accomplishment during the last 1 year. A novel next-generation semiconductor cadmium zinc telluride-based detector for small organ imaging gamma camera was designed and employed to obtain the images of cancer cells phantom. The fabrication of prototype is in progress for use in diagnosis and surgical setup. Clinical trials are expected to begin by February 2018 at our collaborating hospital, SCG Cancer Care, a leading cancer hospital in Bengaluru. Fluorescent nanoparticles and quantum dots have been employed to develop portable, user-friendly, ultra-sensitive, and affordable diagnostic assay for the rapid and accurate detection of infectious disease biomarkers like HIV-1P24 antigen at concentrations as low as 5 picograms. Novel paper microchip-based immunoassays were developed, which can be easily used at the point of care with the minimum reagents, needing less time, thus allowing faster processing of the samples. These assays enable faster access to test results and improved patient outcomes, especially in resource-limited settings for the differential and accurate diagnosis of recent and chronic HIV infection. A viable and cost-effective solution for defluoridation of water has been conceived. Graphene-coated sand, that is SiO2, has been proved to be a potential and economic material for fluoride removal from water. This research work would facilitate making of commercially feasible nanomaterial-based fluoride water filters. The Plasmonics laboratory in our Department of Chemistry is involved in the development of indigenous point-of-care diagnostic devices for real-time quantification of biomarkers of different disease states. The highlight of these studies has been the use of mobile phone camera as a detector in the surface plasmon-coupled emission platform. These Make in India mobile health technologies will aid in diagnosis and management of acute myocardial infarction, perinatal depression, and vector-borne diseases such as dengue, especially in resource-limited settings at a cost lower than currently existing systems coupled with higher accuracy and reproducibility. In this regard, multi-center studies are being implemented simultaneously in Sri Sathya Sai General Hospital, Whitefield, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Whitefield, Bengaluru, and Sri Sathya Sai General Hospital over here in Prasanthi Nilayam. A new and emerging biomarker of coronary artery disease, lipoprotein associated phospholipase A2 was identified in Indian population that would be particularly useful for early detection of coronary artery disease. A novel gold nanoparticles associated paper-based dipstick assay was developed for cardiac marker troponin T that reduced the requirement of blood sample for the test from the current volume of 70 microliters to 1 microliter, opening up its utility as a point-of-care assay that can be used in rural health care units and also at home. In our research for new therapeutic agents, a new class of spiromolecules have been discovered. Out of a library of 30 spiromolecules, 6 compounds have been found to have potent activity on 60 different cancer cell lines, consisting of 9 different types of cancer. These findings have been filed for an Indian patent. The research in the frontier areas of biomedical field, including bioactive screening of medicinal plants and endemic fungi, has resulted towards the design and synthesis of compounds associated with pharmacological efficacy. Further, the collaborative research involving clinicians from Sri Sathya Sai hospitals has helped our faculty to unravel the molecular mechanisms of diseases associated with bone, cartilage, eye, heart, and brain, and understanding the epidemiology and mechanisms of antimicrobial resistance. The development of a culture-free bacterial detection and antibiotic susceptibility identification system to reduce the time of detection from the current 24 hours to 6 hours is being carried out in collaboration with Omics Research and Diagnostics Laboratories, Bengaluru. Avascular necrosis of femoral head is a debilitating bone disorder which occurs as a result of interruption of blood supply to the femoral head region. Researchers in our Department of Biosciences, along with the doctors from Orthopedic Department of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Prasanthi Gram, have characterized for the first time the levels of certain crucial metabolites in the patients. This study showed that metabolites such as homocysteine, adenosine, adenosyl, homocysteine, and others were significantly increased in patients, while vitamin B12, B6, betaine, and the other metabolites were significantly reduced. These investigations are predicted to lead to possible therapeutic targets which reflect the prognosis of the disease. In addition to this, micro-Raman spectroscopic investigations into the diseased bone samples have captured molecular events that lead to the onset of avascular necrosis of femoral head in hip joints. Specifically, the deterioration of mineral matrix in bone ultrastructure that was hitherto unraveled has been quantified. In our Food and Nutritional Sciences Department at our Anantapuram campus, microfarming of tropical greens as a viable enterprise has been optimized to address micronutrient malnutrition, and this technology is ready for transfer to farmers and entrepreneurs for enhancing rural and household food security. Product technologies developed include gluten-free, protein-enriched millet cookies, jellies prepared with exotic fruits, prebiotic-enriched frozen fruit desserts, ready-to-eat jamun flakes, confectionery products enriched with vegetable-based natural colors, fortified instant rasam mix and weaning mix powders. Our Department of Management and Commerce has developed a tangible model to enfranchise communities by means of inclusion in their firm's value chains as other producers, suppliers, partners, employees, or owners. Implementation of this model would result in higher and stable income for the poor. Also, studies on financing of micro, small, and medium enterprises have shown that empowering small enterprises empowers the nation's economy. Further, in the area of scarcity of resources, a study focusing on water scarcity has resulted in the development of a workable model to decide on the scale of wastewater treatment plants and the mechanism of cost recovery by using these for farming purposes. Our Department of Economics has developed a viable structural model to capture the linkages between current account balance, macroeconomic variables, and international trade indicators. In economic theory, a new estimation method has been developed for negative binomial panel data using semi-parametric approach. In addition, econometric modeling work attempts to analyze the trends in growth rates, composition, and the direction of India's exports and imports of goods and services to help identify the determinants of these flows at aggregate and disaggregate levels. The Department of Languages has recently updated the state-of-the-art language laboratory at our Anantapuram campus to intensify research in English language teaching and English for specific purposes. As I have already indicated earlier, our research efforts essentially aim at meeting the societal needs as suggested by Bhagavan Baba. Towards achieving this human objective, we intend to make our research outcomes available to the needy through Institute-Industry Interface Cell. However, all these accomplishments by our faculty may not give them sufficient immediate academic visibility. In order to update one's knowledge in any specific area and also to be in the limelight, one needs to share his or her findings with the concerned community in the rest of the world. As a part of this exercise, I am indeed very proud to state that our faculty members, together with their respective research scholars, have published more than 125 research papers in national and international journals of high repute. They have also presented 106 conference papers. Some of our faculty members regularly publish their findings in top-notch scientific journals, which include Chemical Communications, Nature Scientific Reports, RSC Advances, Physical Chemistry, Physics Review, ACS Applied Materials and Interfaces, Chemical Physics, and many more similar journals. We humbly seek Bhagavan's blessings to bestow upon us the required strength to proceed with the same rigor in all our future endeavors and demonstrate sustained progress towards the intended goals as envisioned by Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Before I conclude, let me once again congratulate our graduates who carry the flag of our unique institute. I am sure you will support your institute in myriad ways and make it proud through your intellectual, social, ethical, and moral contributions. It is with boundless pleasure I once again extend a warm welcome to all those assembled over here. Thank you very much for your great patience. Jai Sai Ram.
The candidates for the various degrees may now rise to be presented to the Honorable Chancellor. Honorable Chancellor, Justice M.N. Venkatachalya, with the blessings of the revered founder chancellor Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I beg to present to you the candidates named in the list for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts Honours, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science Honours, Bachelor of Commerce Honours, Bachelor of Business Management, Bachelor of Education, Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Business Administration, Master of Technology, Integrated Master of Computer Applications, Master of Philosophy, and Doctor of Philosophy. They have been examined and found qualified for the said degrees, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, I admit the candidates named in the list to the said degrees.
I now request the respected Vice Chancellor to administer the convocation pledge to the candidates.
I hereby solemnly declare and promise that if admitted to the degree for which I have been duly recommended, I will, in my daily life and conversation, and in thought, word, and deed, conduct myself as befits a member of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. That I will, to the utmost of my capacity and opportunity, support the cause of sound learning, humanity, morality, and spirituality, and that as far as lies in me, I shall uphold and advance the social and indeed all-round welfare of my countrymen and fellow men.
The graduates may resume their seats. I now request the Honorable Chancellor, Justice M.N. Venkatachalya, to kindly give away the gold medals that have been blessed by Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Sri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medal. This medal is instituted at the behest of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, revered founder chancellor of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. This prestigious award is given to a student of each of the 4 campuses of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning for his or her consistent exemplary conduct and behavior in respect of duty, devotion, and discipline, highly commendable achievement in the system of integral education of the Institute, excellent performance in academics, and admirable participation in co-curricular items including sports, dramatics, music, self-reliance, and spiritual activities. The Sri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medal is awarded to Sri Akshay Rao, final year MBA from the Prasanthi Nilayam campus. Sri Akshay hails from Mumbai and is the captain of Sathya House. An actor par excellence since his school days at Prasanthi Nilayam, he has acted in 12 dramas in the Sai Kulwant Hall. He serves as an active member of the hostel consumer stores, and his contribution as a coordinator in arranging hostel satsang sessions has been noteworthy. He sees himself as a humble instrument of Bhagwan, striving to meet his expectations in the service to society and the nation. The Sri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medal is awarded to Sri Nitin Ranganathan, final year BCom Honours from the Vrindavan campus. Sri Nitin hails from Muscat, Sultanate of Oman. Highly proficient in Vedam, he has trained more than 100 students in Vedam chanting in the campus and many Bal Vikas students in Oman. A gifted speaker, he has given public talks on many occasions in the campus and in various Sai centers in Oman. He is a member of the Sports Meets Dramatics Group in the Divine Presence in 2017. He renders his services at the Kolish Ganesha altar and is also a member of the hospitality team. He is a coordinator of the spiritual study circles. Humility is the hallmark of Sri Nitin's personality. Sri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medal is awarded to Sri Shivram Krishna Naidu, final year BBA from the Mudanhalli campus. Sri Shivram Krishna Naidu hails from Hyderabad. He has consistently excelled in his academics since his school days at Prasanthi Nilayam. He is a very good dramatist and an orator. In athletics, he has won medals in short distance running, hammer throw, discus throw, and shot put. He serves as a member of the audiovisuals and maintenance department. As the captain of the campus, he has displayed unique leadership qualities and shown initiative in all the campus activities. Sri Sathya Sai All-Rounder Gold Medal is awarded to Kumari Kota Hriday Kirtana, final year MSc Food and Nutritional Sciences from the Anantapur campus. Ms. Kota Hriday Kirtana from Mudigubba, Andhra Pradesh was the recipient of the Academic Gold Medal in BSc and continues to top the class. She also has very good research aptitude and is multi-talented. She won the Individual Cultural Championship in 2016 and 17 with several prizes in elocution, Veda chanting, group dance, illustrative writing, and art. She was the Fine Arts Captain in 2015-16. Self-disciplined, responsible, and devoted, she completes the task given to her willingly with enthusiasm and sincerity. Along with her fine art skills, a sense of humility and love for Bhagwan makes her contributions unique. Justice P.N. Bhagwati Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Amrit Kumar for distinction in M.Tech Computer Science. This medal is instituted in honor of Justice Prafulla Chandra Natwarlal Bhagwati. He served as Chief Justice of India, Chairman, United Nations Human Rights Committee, former Chancellor, Hyderabad Central University. He was conferred the Padma Vibhushan in 2007. He was formerly the Honorable Chancellor of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. He was also member, Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust, and member, SSSIHL Public Charitable Trust since its inception. The 9th President of India, Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Shri T.S.S. Babu for distinction in M.Tech Optoelectronics and Communications. This medal is instituted by His Excellency Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma. He served as the 9th President of India, earlier the 8th Vice President of India, the Governor of Andhra Pradesh, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Above all, he was an ardent devotee of Bhagwan and was the chief guest for the Institute Convocations in 1987 and 1992. The 11th President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Shri Rahul Raju Pattar for distinction in MSc Mathematics. This medal is instituted in honor of His Excellency Bharat Ratna Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He served as the 11th President of India, earlier the Chief Scientific Advisor to the Prime Minister of India. The Government of India has conferred on him Padma Bhushan in 1981, Padma Vibhushan in 1990, and the Bharat Ratna in 1997. He was a devotee of Bhagwan and was the chief guest at the Institute Convocations in 2002 and 2006. Shri Burgul Ramakrishna Rao Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Shri Santosh CR for distinction in MSc Physics. This medal is instituted by His Excellency Shri Burgul Ramakrishna Rao, a distinguished freedom fighter. He served as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, the Governor of Kerala, and the Governor of Uttar Pradesh. He was an ardent devotee of Bhagwan and was among the first translators of Bhagwan's discourses into Hindi and English on many occasions. The first Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Dr. V.K. Gokak Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Sai Prasad Nayak for distinction in MSc Chemistry. This medal is instituted in honor of Padma Shri Professor Vinayak Krishna Gokak, first Vice Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, eminent scholar and writer, also served as Vice Chancellor, Bangalore University, President, National Sahitya Academy, recipient of the prestigious Sahitya Academy Award, Gyanpith Award in 1990, and Padma Shri by the Government of India in 1961. The second Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Dr. Somnath Saraf Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Pankaj Kumar for distinction in MSc Biosciences. This medal is instituted in honor of Dr. Somnath Saraf, second Vice Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, eminent educationist, Educational Advisor Planning Commission, Advisor on Educational Policy and Planning, Government of Bhutan, UNESCO's Chief Technical Advisor to Afghanistan. the third Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Professor S. Sampath Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Sayal Basil for distinction in MA Economics. This medal is instituted in honor of Professor S. Sampath, third Vice Chancellor of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, served as Deputy Director, IIT Madras, Director of IIT Kanpur, Member of Union Public Service Commission, Member of Electronics Commission, and President of Computer Society of India. The fourth Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Dr. K. Hanumantappa Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Lodagala Durga Prasad for distinction in BSc Honours Mathematics. This medal is instituted in honor of Dr. K. Hanumantappa, fourth Vice Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, also served as Vice Chancellor, Bangalore University. He was a distinguished educationist, a renowned expert in management and finance, and recipient of several national and international awards. The fifth Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Dr. G. Venkatraman Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri J. Kaushik for distinction in BSc Honours in Physics. This medal is instituted in honor of Padma Shri Professor Ganeshan Venkatraman, fifth Vice Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, eminent physicist, served as Director Anurag, DRDO, recipient of Padma Shri in 1991, Indira Gandhi Award of Indian National Science Academy 1994, C.V. Raman Centenary Award 2003-2004. He has been playing an active role in taking the message of Bhagwan to millions of devotees through Radio Sai for global harmony. The sixth Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Sri S.V. Giri Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri Jagdishwara CB for distinction in BCom Honours. This medal is instituted in honor of Sri Sethuraman B. Giri, IAS retired, sixth Vice Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, an erudite scholar, eminent civil servant, former Central Vigilance Commissioner, Government of India. Shri Giri was a member of the Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust. The seventh Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Sri A.V. Gokak Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri M. Aditya Krishna for distinction in BBM. This medal is instituted in honor of Sri Anil Vinayak Gokak, IAS retired, seventh Vice Chancellor of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, eminent civil servant, served as Secretary to Government of India in the Ministry of Program Implementation, Department of Telecommunications and Fertilizers, served as Cement Controller, Government of India, and Managing Director, Food Corporation of India. The 8th Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Professor Vishwanath Pandit Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Sri A.V. Sumant Kumar for distinction in BA Honours Economics. This medal is instituted in honor of Professor Vishwanath Pandit, 8th Vice Chancellor of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, served as Professor of Economics and Dean, Faculty of Arts at the University, served as Director, Center for Development Economics, Delhi School of Economics, Consultant to the World Bank, Washington, recipient of the prestigious Swami Pranavananda Saraswati UGC National Award for 2004. Shri R.V. Jankiramaya Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Preeti Saigal for distinction in MBA. This medal is instituted in honor of Shri R.V. Jankiramaya Garu. He was member of Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust since inception, a relentless social worker with national fervor and having great concern for the poor and needy. He played an invaluable role in the development of the village of Puttaparthi and is remembered by all with a deep sense of gratitude. Mother Ishwaramma Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Ashrita C. Haldipur for distinction in MSc Food Science and Nutrition. This medal is instituted in honor of Mother Ishwaramma Garu, mother of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, whose prayers to Bhagwan Baba resulted in mammoth service projects of providing free, safe drinking water, free medical care through general and super specialty hospitals, and free education from primary to postdoctoral programs. Her love and concern for humanity will be ever etched in the hearts of millions of Sai devotees. Srimati M. Venkamma Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Sanjana Marwa for distinction in B.Ed. This medal is instituted in honor of Srimati Venkamma Garu, a great example of ideal womanhood, known for her love, compassion and concern for the well-being of Bhagwan Baba, and remembered for her tireless service and her devout, simple and endearing personality. Srimati A. Parvatamma Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Vaishali M. for distinction in BSc Food Science and Nutrition. This medal is instituted in honor of Srimati A. Parvatamma Garu, who was blessed to serve Bhagwan with love and devotion for many years. She remains in the memory of every devotee as a tender-hearted, endearing personality. Srimati J. Ishwari Bai Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Vanita Reddy Naina for distinction in BSc Honours Chemistry. This medal is instituted in memory of her mother by Dr. Mrs. J. Geeta Reddy. Dr. Mrs. J. Geeta Reddy is an eminent gynecologist by profession, member of the Legislative Assembly in the state of Telangana. She was awarded the Indira Gandhi Sadbhavna Award in 2008. Above all, she has been an ardent devotee of Bhagwan for over 2 decades. Srimati Tumuluru Anasuya Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to Kumari Shivani Sanjay Cheersagar for distinction in BA. This medal is instituted in memory of his mother by Sri Tumuluru Krishnamurti, a practicing company secretary. Sri Tumuluru Krishnamurti was formerly company secretary at Brook Bond Limited. An ardent devotee of Bhagwan for several decades, he made a valuable contribution to Sai literature through his book, Digest, in 6 volumes, a collection of sayings of Bhagwan Baba. I now request the Honorable Chancellor to kindly confer the Doctor of Philosophy and give away the special mementos blessed by the revered Founder Chancellor Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba to the qualified doctoral research candidates. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Kumari Lalita Sharma in English literature. Her thesis is on the eye of woman through the eye of Shakespearean drama under the supervision of Professor Rajeshwari C. Patel, Department of English Language and Literature, Dean, Faculty of Economics and Humanities, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Srimati C. Pratibha in Physics. Her thesis is on adsorption studies of engineered nanoadsorbents for efficient defluoridation of potable water under the supervision of Professor Dr. K. Venkataramanaya, Honorary Professor, Department of Physics, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri Ghanti Srinivas Sri Rangarajan in Management. His thesis is on spirit at the workplace, a study of spirit at workplace in business organizations in India, under the supervision of Professor R. Kumar Bhaskar, Honorary Professor, Department of Management and Commerce, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, and joint supervision of Professor Peter Bruzan, Professor Emeritus, Department of Management, Politics and Philosophy, Copenhagen Business School, Denmark. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri Amur Vishwanathan S. in Biosciences. His thesis is on microbial fuel cells, indicators of performance, under the supervision of Professor S. Shivshankar Sai, Department of Physics, Dean Faculty of Sciences, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, and Professor Govind Rao, Professor of Chemical and Biochemical Engineering, Director of the Center for Advanced Sensor Technology, University of Maryland, USA. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri Ajit Padyana in Computer Science. His thesis is on novel compression techniques to enhance I/O performance of high-end computing applications using accelerators, under the supervision of Dr. Pallav Kumar Barua, Associate Professor and Head of the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, and Dr. Ashok Srinivasan, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, Florida State University, USA. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri G. Raghavendra Raju in Economics. His thesis is on current account of India's balance of payments under the new economic policy regime, under the supervision of Professor Vishwanath Pandit, former Vice Chancellor, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri Aditya Dilip Kurdekar in Physics. His thesis is on nanoparticle-based rapid point-of-care diagnostic assays for differential and accurate detection of recent and chronic HIV infections, under the supervision of Professor Dr. K. Venkatramaya, Honorary Professor, Department of Physics, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri Manne Anupam Kumar in Chemistry. His thesis is on graphene-based nanomaterials for electrochemical determination of biologically and chemically important molecules, under the supervision of Dr. R. Sai Satish, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, and Professor V. Lakshmi Narayanan, Soft Condensed Matter Laboratory, Raman Research Institute, Bengaluru. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri Sai Girdhar S. in Chemistry. His thesis is on early detection of coronary artery disease in Indians, study of biomarkers, under the supervision of Professor Chelli Janardana, Honorary Professor, Department of Chemistry, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, and Dr. Shrikant Sola, Department of Cardiology, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Whitefield, Bengaluru. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri Pradeep Kumar Badia in Chemistry. His thesis is on low-cost biomaterials for bioprocessing and plasmonic applications under the supervision of Dr. R. Sai Satish, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Shri Javeri Aman Sunil Preeti in Management. His thesis is on developing the concept and practice of inclusive business for poverty alleviation, a study of select organizations from India, under the supervision of Dr. B. Sai Girdhar, Associate Professor and Head of the Department of Management and Commerce, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Doctor of Philosophy is conferred on Sri Ramakrishna Motamari in Chemistry. His thesis is on quality evaluation of indigenous cultivated Ganoderma species and catalytic activity of biosynthesized gold nanoparticles from marine algae, under the supervision of Professor G. Nageshwar Rao, Head of the Department of Chemistry, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Thank you, sir. Sai Ram. Self-reliant.
It is with pleasure I invite Professor A.R. West to deliver his convocation address. Professor A.R. West.
Esteemed Chancellor, Justice Venkatacharya, respected Vice Chancellor, Professor K.B.R. Varma, members of the University Management Board, Council and faculty, distinguished guests, graduates, their families and friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great pleasure and honour for me to be here with you today on this occasion of the 36th Annual Convocation of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Although I have been to Bengaluru on several occasions to attend scientific conferences, this is my first visit to Prasanthi Nilayam. It has been a privilege to witness what you have here with the unique combination of traditional university disciplines, including science, management and commerce, economics and humanities, together with the social, spiritual and cultural development of the students based on the principles established by your founder father, Sri Sathya Sai Baba. You, my dear friends, are about to commence your careers in the outside world, whereas I have had a varied and challenging career lasting almost 50 years as a teacher, research scientist, book author, and journal editor, all of which I have enjoyed greatly. And I'm not finished yet. It has been interesting for me to prepare this graduation address for you, as it has given me an opportunity to reflect on my long life as a scientist, its successes and failures, good points and bad, and to come up with a few key messages to pass on to you, my dear friends, who are about to enter into a new life of exciting new adventures in the outside world. However, these messages have arisen by retrospective reflection as, at each stage of my life, I confess that I've always followed my gut instinct and had no master plan for my development and career. Perhaps I've been lucky. I entered this world just after the end of the Second World War as one of the baby boomer generation. Times were hard then. The United Kingdom was broke economically as a country. I grew up in the countryside on a small farm in the south of England. And until I was a teenager, we had no electricity in the house and toilet facilities were outside at the end of the backyard. Nevertheless, I had a happy, positive childhood and always knew that if you worked hard, you would improve your life chances. I have three clear messages for you that, in retrospect, have been very important in shaping my life. The first one is, find your niche in life, and you never need to work. Well, let me explain. As an undergraduate student at university in Swansea, South Wales, I combined study with a good social life and sporting activities. I did enough to pass my exams, but with rather average grades. And it was not until I commenced postgraduate studies that I hit the jackpot, found a subject with which I was totally at ease, and gave it my total commitment. This involved moving from a mainstream molecular chemistry undergraduate degree program in Swansea to the study of silicate materials, especially glass and ceramics, in Aberdeen University in the north of Scotland. The study of silicates was not a recognized subject within chemistry, and even today, chemistry is usually focused on the reactions and properties of atoms and molecules rather than inorganic solids. So I became a plagiarist. Chemistry books didn't help me very much, but I found inspiration and guidance in the work and ideas of metallurgists and mineralogists who knew all about crystal structures, crystal defects, thermodynamics, and phase transformations. I was able to adapt these topics to my interest in the chemistry of inorganic oxides, and without realizing it or planning it, I moved sideways from chemistry into the new discipline of materials science. This had several benefits for me. First, most chemists were not interested in solid oxides, as they were regarded as old-fashioned, unexciting, and not important technologically. In particular, chemists then were not interested to measure the physical properties of materials, since properties were regarded as part of physics, not chemistry. Not many people were doing this kind of thing at the time, therefore. Second, I realized that if you work at the crossover region between different disciplines, in my case at the crossover between chemistry and physics of solids, you can arrive rapidly at the frontiers of knowledge or activity because there's very little published literature available. Third, new developments or discoveries and even new branches of science often emerge at the point where different disciplines meet. So I was very lucky. I found myself at the age of 22, 23, working as a chemist on the structures and properties of oxide materials and generating a lot of new information that people simply hadn't looked for previously because it didn't belong to any particular discipline. In the space of just over 2 years, I published 8 papers, finished my PhD, and was awarded a lectureship at Aberdeen University. This interest in the chemistry of oxides, their physical properties and applications that started during my PhD is, nearly 50 years later, a continuing fascination for me. It is still an area with much new science waiting to be discovered. So, with my first message, for me, solid-state chemistry is not work. It's a great hobby. I hope that you, my friends, also find something, whether in science, engineering, commerce, or other endeavors, that similarly becomes, for you, a lifelong passion. In your careers, be different, rather than following exactly in the footsteps of others. If you want to be an industrialist, be enterprising and start new, small businesses. If you want to be a scientist, look for an interdisciplinary area which requires a combination of different skills and knowledge that few people possess.
Self-reliant.
And especially, avoid doing what everyone else is doing. It is difficult to become a pioneer because first, the competition is so high if you're in a subject which many people are working on, and second, all the major advances have probably been made already. My next message to you is make the most of the resources and facilities available. Be inventive. It has always been the case over the centuries that someone else or some other organization has better facilities than you have, or the latest technology that you cannot afford to buy. Don't waste time worrying about that. Of course, have your dreams and wish lists, but instead focus on what you can do with what is available. Try out different things and be innovative. If things don't work out, well, maybe it was a silly idea and you don't need to tell anybody about it. But maybe, just maybe, your new idea may work and set you off in a new direction. A well-known group of scientists did a remarkably simple experiment with very simple equipment that led to a major discovery, which was the preparation of graphene, for which 2 Russian scientists, Geim and Novoselov at Manchester University, won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 2010. Graphene has single sheets of carbon atoms that form benzene-like rings, which are the same as the sheets of carbon atoms that stack up in 3 dimensions to form graphite. One of the simple everyday uses of graphite is as the lead in pencils. What Geim and Novoselov did was to find a very simple way of separating the layers of carbon atoms in graphite. They took a piece of graphite, covered the surface with sticky tape, and then peeled off the layers of carbon atoms, one layer at a time. Of course, they had excellent laboratory with good facilities to study and test the properties of the single sheets of carbon atoms that they obtained by this method. But this example shows that, with a little bit of imagination, there are still simple yet innovative things that anyone can do. Today, graphene is studied in many research institutions worldwide, including here in India, because of its potential applications in a diverse range of industries. And just think, it all started with graphite from lead in pencils and sticky tape 10 years ago. I have an example of my own, not as amazing as the graphene one, of doing experiments with limited equipment and which for me had a lot of knock-on consequences. This example comes from a year that I spent on sabbatical leave in Mexico when I was a young university lecturer. I was sent to Mexico to establish a master's degree program in the chemistry of ceramics and to start research projects for the master's students. There was no time or money to buy new equipment, so we had to make do with what was available. One of my research interests at the time was to study the electrical properties of silicate crystal structures. And to do this, I needed equipment that could measure resistance and capacitance of solid materials at different frequencies. But all we had available in the laboratory was a little handheld multimeter that their technicians used to test for faults in electrical circuits. That multimeter was only able to do direct current measurements, and so what we did was to design experiments in which we applied a voltage between 2 electrodes on ceramic surfaces using the multimeter, and then measured the current passing through the ceramic and how it changed with time using a chart recorder. Those experiments gave interesting and unexpected results, which ultimately led us to study mixed ionic and electronic conduction in solids. But more importantly, they gave us a different way of investigating the electrical properties of materials. 40 years later, I'm still interested in that. In my laboratory in Sheffield, we have several research programs that include applying a small voltage across materials and seeing what happens. One of these is a new method for making ceramics known as flash sintering, which has the possibility to greatly reduce the time and cost of ceramic fabrication. Actually, the person who discovered flash sintering 7 years ago is a good friend of mine, an Indian scientist called Rishi Raj, who now works as a professor of mechanical engineering at the University of Colorado in the United States. A second example of unexpected things that can happen when you apply a small voltage across a solid is the development of memristors. Memristors are a new form of memory storage and on-off switching in electronic devices, which involves changes in the resistance of ceramic thin films when a small voltage is applied to them. We find that memristive switching phenomena occur in a wide range of materials and are leading to some unexpected scientific developments. Our experience of doing different kinds of electrical property measurements gives us a fresh insight into understanding how things such as flash sintering and memristas work. And I often think back to those times in Mexico, especially because we did things with our multimeter that clever physical chemists told us were stupid and would not work. My final recommendation to you is have the courage of your convictions. Be a leader, not a follower. To illustrate this, I give you the example of the book that I wrote on solid-state chemistry. The idea to do this also came when I was in Mexico, giving lectures on the chemistry of ceramics. I realized at the time that there were no books on the subject that I could use to help me prepare my lectures. When I returned to Scotland, I discussed my ideas to write such a book with several people, but none of them gave me any encouragement. People said things like, "Why do you want to do that? It's going to be hard work. Nobody else has written a book on that. Solid-state chemistry is not a recognized branch of chemistry, so obviously nobody will be interested in it." Well, of course, the point of this story is that I did it precisely because no one else had done it before. I was very interested to do it, and once the book was written, many people then were interested in it. So I had the courage of my convictions. Does that mean I've finished? I have to stop now. You're tired of listening to me. Okay. I had the courage of my convictions. This was something I wanted to do. I did not expect to make any money out of it, but I had this feeling that solid-state chemistry could easily become an emerging area of science. In those days, scientists were just beginning to discover a whole new range of properties and applications in materials that had previously been regarded as old-fashioned and uninteresting. To give you one example, aluminium oxide is an insulating solid and has no properties that would be of interest to a chemist. But impure aluminium oxide that contains a few percent of sodium changes from being an insulator to a very good conductor of sodium ions as a ceramic. And that is used today as the electrolyte component of very large megawatt-size sodium batteries that are used in electricity power stations in several countries to provide an extra boost of power at peak demand periods. It took me 7 years to complete my book in solid-state chemistry, and in retrospect, it was one of the best things I've done in my life. Relatively speaking, the book is a scientific bestseller, or nothing like the Harry Potter books, but scientifically it's a bestseller. It is translated into many languages, and still, 30 years after it was published, it is used worldwide for courses on the subject. Other people have since written books on solid-state chemistry, but I think my one is still widely recognized as the first one and the one that really defines the subject. My message to you, therefore, is that if you have an idea to do something that is a bit different, that you are really interested in, and you are prepared for a few years of dedication and hard work, then go for it. Don't be dissuaded by the fact that no one has done it previously. It is a great feeling of personal satisfaction to be the first to do something that is a little bit different. There are still many new things in this world waiting to be discovered or done for the first time. But it's very important to recognize that no one can tell us what they are until someone has actually done them or discovered them. As regards new science, you could say, we don't know what we don't know. But once something new has been discovered, many say, I could have done that. To give you an example of that, after the discovery of high-temperature ceramic superconductors in the 1980s, many scientists claimed that they had been working on the same materials. But it was the two scientists from IBM in Switzerland, Bednorz and Müller, who had an open mind about the possibility of high-temperature superconductivity. Before they made their discovery of superconductivity in the lanthanum cuprate materials, most people, including the theoretical physicists, said that it was theoretically impossible to get superconductivity in any material at high temperature. The materials that Bednorz and Müller studied were fairly simple oxides that anyone can make in the laboratory in a couple of days. Bednorz and Müller did different kinds of measurements on existing materials, and by serendipity, in which chance favors the prepared mind, by serendipity, they made this important discovery. It is very easy to copy what other people have done, but a leap of the imagination may be required to do something different for the first time. There is also another lesson here, that when you get results that are unexpected, don't just throw them away, but spend a little time to try and understand why the experiments didn't work and what the results may mean. Let me finish off by saying a little about my life as a teacher. I realized early on that the best way to learn about a subject is to give lectures on that topic. My first teaching assignment as a new lecturer was to give a course on crystallography. The process of preparing the lectures forced me to understand the subject so that I could explain it in a simple way to students. And that was how I developed a proper understanding of crystallography. I also realized subsequently that often the hardest thing to teach is something in which you are already an expert, because you then tend to assume too much. You think the subject matter is easy, everybody understands it, and so you forget to start at the beginning and explain the basics. And I know that I've made that mistake myself many times. Another benefit to me from teaching also came about in Mexico. The students there didn't speak much English, and so I decided, perhaps foolishly, to try and give my lectures in Spanish. I spoke no Spanish, and so at the beginning, it was incredibly difficult. I translated everything into Spanish in advance of the lectures and simply stood in front of the students and read them out. But remarkably for me, this process of giving lectures on chemistry in a foreign language became an excellent way to learn that language, to the extent that after a few months, I was able to think in Spanish and didn't need to translate everything in advance of the lectures. English people are usually unwilling to learn a foreign language because they don't need to. But I realized what a great asset it is to both learn a new language and then become familiar with the history, customs, and culture of other countries, in this case, Latin America. So that is something I recommend to you. If you have the time to learn another language, live in another country for a while, and absorb their culture, then seize the opportunity. In summary, my recommendation to you, my friends, as you start your new lives as graduates of this famous Institute of Higher Learning is: be positive, believe in yourselves, don't be afraid of the unknown, seek out new challenges and opportunities. Have your dreams about big ideas for the future, but remember, it is remarkable how the big developments that we see around us in technology, transport, communications, healthcare, and so on, all had very small beginnings. A favorite saying of mine that illustrates this point concerns the oak tree the quintessential symbol of the English countryside. And the saying is, from little acorns, tall oak trees grow. That was going to be the end of my speech, but I saw yesterday, to illustrate this, a very good example here at your institute. The Vice Chancellor is encouraging research collaboration between the scientific disciplines of chemistry and medicine. That is something very unusual and not found in many places. But I expect that the next time I come here, I shall find that these little acorns, which have been planted here, will become enormous oak trees and will fill the road from here to the hospital. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor West, for that thought-provoking talk and the valuable advice you have given to all our students and faculty. We now pray for the benediction by our revered founder chancellor, Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
embodiments of love.
నైతిక ఆధ్యాత్మిక శీల సంపదను ఇనుమడింపచేయునది విద్య.
It's education that should help you to acquire the wealth in every form, ethical, spiritual and character-wise.
కేవలము దేహమును మాత్రమే పోషించుకోవటం చాలదు. దానితో పాటు హృదయాన్ని కూడాను విశాలం గావించుకోవాలి. ఇది ఏ చదువు యొక్క ప్రధాన లక్షణం.
The main aim of education is not merely to sustain and to maintain our physical body. We should have broad-mindedness.
కేవలము మానవునిగా మాత్రమే తీర్చిదిద్దటం చదువు కాదు.
Education should not merely confine itself in making you just a human.
మానవుని ఆదర్శ మానవునిగా, అత్యంత గుణసహితమైనటువంటి మానవునిగా తీర్చిదిద్దాలి.
Education should make you exemplary and the one of character.
ఆలోచించగల ప్రతి మానవుని అయోమయ స్థితిలో ముంచెత్తే సమస్యలు ఈనాడు విద్యలో అభివృద్ధి అవుతున్నవి.
In the modern education, if you inquire deep enough, you'll find lot of confusion and agitation.
ఇలాంటి పరిస్థితులు యందు విద్య యొక్క విలువ ఏమిటి అనేటువంటి విషయాన్ని విద్యార్థులు చక్కగా యోచించి గ్రహించి ఆనందంగా దీన్ని అనుభవించడానికి ప్రయత్నించాలి.
Under these circumstances, students will have to understand the value of the education. They have to understand, ponder over, and then experience.
అనంతమైన వైజ్ఞానిక సంపత్తిని అనుభవించాడు.
Man today has infinite knowledge in the field of science.
కానీ అంత మాత్రం చేత మానవుడు గొప్ప విద్యావంతుడనని గర్వించరాదు.
That should not make any one of you egoistic because of your education.
అనంత విజ్ఞాన శాస్త్రము కేవలము లౌకికమైనటువంటి యొక్క విద్యను మాత్రమే మనకు ఈనాడు బోధిస్తూ ఉన్నది.
The infinite knowledge of science speaks of only worldly physical knowledge.
కానీ మానవునికి అవసరమైనటువంటిది గుణశీలత.
But what man needs is character.
కేవలం భౌతికమైన విద్యను అభ్యసించినంత మాత్రమున మానవుడు తాను గుణశీలుడు కాలేడు.
By acquiring the secular knowledge, he cannot be virtuous.
తన యొక్క గుణమును పోషించుకొని సమాజంలో ఆకర్షించేటువంటి రీతిగా అనుభవించి ఆదర్శంగా నిరూపించేటువంటి విద్యార్థియే నిజమైనటువంటి విద్యాశ్రేష్ఠుడు.
We can call him a true student if only he practices all his virtues in society, draws everybody near him and experience the thrill of virtues.
ఈనాటి విద్యార్థి అనంత వైజ్ఞానమును ఆచరించి తానెవరో అనేటువంటి విషయాన్ని, తన దేహతత్వాన్ని, తన మనోవికారాన్ని గుర్తింపజేస్తూ ఉన్నాడు.
Man, although he has learnt infinite science, he is not able to know his true nature because he goes by his body.
భౌతికమైన, లౌకికమైన, ప్రాకృతమైనటువంటి యొక్క దేహ సంబంధమైన విషయాన్ని గుర్తించి ప్రయోజనం ఏమిటి?
What is the use if you go by the body which is worldly, ephemeral and temporary?
దీనిని ఒకానొక సమయం లోపల చర్చిలు కూడా చెప్పాడు.
The
Man
same,
has conquered himself. Man has conquered all, but he has not conquered himself అన్నాడు.
the same thing is stated by Churchill at one time. Man has conquered all, but he has not conquered himself.
అన్నీ తెలుసుకోగలుగుతున్నాడు మానవుడు,
Man is able to know
కానీ
everything.
తానెవరూ తను తెలుసుకోలేకపోతున్నాడు ఈనాటి విద్యావంతుడు.
The modern educated person does not know who he is.
తానెవరూ తెలుసుకోవటమే నిజమైనటువంటి యొక్క పాజిటివ్.
The true positive acquisition lies in knowing the true nature of oneself.
జగత్తునందు జరిగేటువంటి సర్వ విషయములను కూడా గుర్తించి వర్తించటము ఇది కేవలము ఒక నెగిటివ్ లక్షణాలు.
What all that has been happening in the world, if it is known to you, that is negative.
ఎంత చదువు చదివినప్పటికీ ఇది అనుభవమైనటువంటి యొక్క మార్గంలో ప్రవేశపెట్టక, అన్యులకు దీని ఆదర్శాన్ని నిరూపించక, కేవలం చదివినటువంటి ఒక డిగ్రీని మాత్రమే చేతి యందు ఉంచుకొని ఉద్యోగం 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 అని ఉద్యోగ నిమిత్తమై సరించడము ఇది సరైనటువంటి యొక్క విద్యార్థి యొక్క గుణములు కాదు.
Without experiencing what that we have learned, without sharing, without being exemplary and ideal, we receive a degree and go after a job, and it's not the quality of a true student.
సకల విద్యలు నేర్చి సభ జయించగవచ్చు, పూర్ణుడై రణమందు పోరవచ్చు. రాజరాజై పుట్టి రాజ్యమేలగవచ్చు, హేమ గోదానము ఇయ్యవచ్చు, గగనమందున్న చుక్కలు లెక్కగొనవచ్చు, జీవరాశుల పేర్లు చెప్పవచ్చు, దేహేంద్రియములరికట్టి మనసు నిలిపి అంతర్ముఖము చేసి నిశ్చల సమాధి నిష్ఠుడై నిలువలేడు.
One may acquire all the knowledge and be admired in any assembly. One may be a great warrior and win, be victorious, and one may be a king for that matter. One may take to charitable actions by offering the gold and cows to those that require. You may be successful in counting the stars across the sky. You may also name the different living creatures on earth, but yet you will not be able to control your senses. You will not be able to control your mind and turn inward.
మానవుడు బాహ్యమైన లౌకికమైనటువంటి యొక్క ప్రకృతిని అనేక రకముగా వర్ణించవచ్చును.
Man may make an attempt to describe, extol, narrate all that is external and
క్షణములో
worldly.
చంద్రమండలము చేరి చంద్రమండలము యొక్క విషయాన్ని కూడా గుర్తించవచ్చును.
He can just travel across the space, reach the moon and describe his journey.
కానీ చంద్రమండలం వెళ్ళడానికి మాత్రమే తనకు దారి కనుక్కున్నాడు, కానీ ఆరయించి తన అంతరాత్మకు పోవడేటువంటి దానికి ఏమాత్రము దారి తెలుసుకోవటం లేదు.
Man is able to travel to the moon, but he is not able to turn within even half an inch.
కనుక ఈనాటి మానవుడు అనగా విద్యావంతుడు తనలో ఉన్నటువంటి యొక్క సత్యతత్వాన్ని గుర్తించడానికి తగిన కృషి చేయాలి.
Man today educated man should make every investigation to know the truthful nature which is innate and inborn.
వాల్మీకి రామాయణమును రాశాడు.
Valmiki composed Ramayana.
కానీ రామును చదివినంత చదువులు రావణుడు కూడాను చదివాడు.
Ravana acquired all the forms of knowledge, same as Rama.
రావణుడు కూడాను సామాన్యమైనటువంటి వాడు కాదు, సకల విద్యలు కూడాను నేర్చినటువంటి వాడు.
Ravana is not an ordinary one, he has learnt all knowledge.
కానీ వాల్మీకి ఏమన్నాడు?
What did Valmiki
రావణో
say?
నామ మూర్ఖః అన్నాడు. రావణుడు ఒట్టి మూర్ఖుడు.
He said Ravana is a fool.
రాములే జ్ఞాని.
Rama is wise.
కనుక చదివినటువంటి చదువుల లోపల ఒకరిని జ్ఞాని అన్నారు, ఒకరిని మూర్ఖుడు అన్నాడు.
He called Rama as the one of wisdom, while Ravana is a fool.
చదివిన చదువులను ఆచరణలో పెట్టి ఇతరులకు ఆదర్శాన్ని నిరూపించి దేశానికి తగినటువంటి యొక్క సంక్షేమాన్ని అనుభవింపచేసేటువంటి వాడు రాముడు.
Rama has practiced all that he has learnt, and he led an exemplary life, and he shared all the knowledge with the rest of the people in society.
కానీ ఇంద్రియములకు లోనుడై ఇంద్రియములకు వశుడై కేవలం చదువును ఏమాత్రమూ గుర్తించుకొనక కేవలం జీవితం అంతా కూడాను ఇంద్రియ సంబంధమైన జీవితాన్ని గడుపుతూ కట్టకడపటికి తన దేహాన్ని, తన రాజ్యాన్ని, తన సర్వస్వాన్ని కూడాను భస్మం గావించుకున్నాడు రావణుడు.
What is the plight of Ravana then? He has become a victim to all sensual pleasure. He has not known the value of education. He is carried away by all the sensual desires. Ultimately he died, he lost his kingdom
కనుక
and
మనం
ruined his
చదివేటువంటి
plan.
చదువులన్నీ కూడాను కేవలము మన దేహంలో ఉన్నటువంటి యొక్క ఇంద్రియములను ఆనంద పెట్టే నిమిత్తము కాదు.
The education is not meant to make your senses happy, satisfied.
ఇంద్రియాతీతమైనటువంటి యొక్క శీలతత్వమును జగత్తునకు ఆదర్శంగా నిరూపించాలి.
We should demonstrate to the world the character which transcends the sensual
అందులో
pleasure.
ఇప్పుడు ఆధునిక యుగమునందు విద్యార్థులకు ఇది చాలా అవసరము.
This is most essential for modern students today.
ఇలాంటి విద్యార్థులు ఈనాడు అభివృద్ధి అయినప్పుడే పవిత్రమైన భారతదేశము ఎంతైనా కూడా సత్కీర్తిని పొందగలదు.
When you have such students of sense control, the sacred Bharat will progress and advance in future.
కానీ ఈనాటి విద్యార్థి ఆ పవిత్రమైన భావములతో ఏమాత్రము యోచించడం లేదు.
But the student today is not thinking in this direction.
కనుక ఈనాటి విద్యార్థులు ఆదర్శవంతమైనటువంటి యొక్క జీవితాన్ని అందించే నిమిత్తమై మీరు విద్యను అభ్యసించాలి.
You should learn so as to be ideal in society.
నిత్య సత్య సూక్తులన్నీ వికృతి చెంది మారుచుండే.
The daily practices, the theories, they change day by day.
పవిత్ర ప్రకృతి ప్రతిదినమును ప్రజల వీడి పోవుచుండే.
That this nature which is so sacred and pure is living.
ధర్మ దయ ఆదరణలన్నీ దురాచారమగుచుండే.
The righteousness and compassion have not been utilized.
ఆర్య వేద విద్యలనగే దుర్విద్యలు పెరుగుచుండే.
The ancient scriptures have not been studied, have not been gone through.
ఇది ఈనాటి కాలమునకు విరుద్ధమైనటువంటి మార్గములు.
This is the contradictory education.
రోగమును ఇంకను బలపరిచేటువంటి యొక్క ఔషధములే కానీ ఇవన్నీ కూడాను రోగ నివారణ గావించేటువంటి ఔషధములు కాదు.
All this we learn today will increase the sickness, but will never alleviate
విశ్వ
suffering.
శాంతిని చేకూర్చు విధము నేర్చి
The procedure that confers peace in the universe,
సంకుచిత భావములనెల్ల సమయజేసి
cutting off all the narrow-mindedness.
ఈనాటి మానవుడు సంకుచితమైన భావములను సమయజేసి
And man should put an end to narrow-mindedness.
జగత్తునకు ఆదర్శవంతమైన జీవితాన్ని అందించాలి.
And he should be an ideal to the entire world.
అది ఈనాడు విద్యార్థి చేయవలసినటువంటి దేశమునకు ఉపకారం.
This is the help that you can render to this country.
మనం దేశోపకారం చేస్తున్నామంటున్నాము, దేశానికి సేవలు సలుపుతున్నామంటున్నాము, కానీ ఏ సేవలు చేస్తున్నాము?
You say that you serve your country, you are helping your country. What sort of help you render?
ఈనాటి మానవుడు స్వార్థము స్వప్రయోజనము చేతనే జీవితాన్ని వ్యర్థము గావిస్తున్నాడు.
Man today is wasting his life because he's drowned in selfishness and self-interest.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
embodiments of love.
మీరు మొట్టమొదటి దయను పెంచుకోండి.
First, develop compassion,
10 మంది
kindness.
యొక్క కష్టమును చూచి మీ కన్నీరు కార్చండి.
You shed tears watching the suffering of your
వారి
parents.
కష్టములను నివారించడానికి తగినటువంటి కృషి చేయండి.
Make every effort to give them relief.
వాళ్ళకు తగినటువంటి సహాయం చేయండి.
You help your parents.
నీ దోబి లోపల 10 రూపాయలు ఉంటుంటే నీవు 9 రూపాయలు పెట్టుకో, 1 రూపాయి అయినా ఒకరికి దానం చేయండి.
If you have 10 rupees, at least 1 rupee be
ఆ
offered
విధమైన
as a
త్యాగానికి
charity.
పోయినప్పుడే మన భారతీయ సంస్కృతి నా కర్మణ నా ప్రజయా ధనేన త్యాగేనైకి అమృతత్వ మానసు, అలాంటి వాడు అమృత స్వరూపాన్ని పొందుతాడు.
No association, no authority, no lineage, no position would confer immortality
కనుక
other
ఒక
than
నయా పైసాలైనా
sacrifice.
ఇచ్చి వాడికి సహాయం చేయండి.
So you help others by offering at least a pittance.
ఆ విధమైనటువంటి సహాయం చేయండి. మీరు
Render help service to
హస్తస్య
everybody.
భూషణం దానం,
And if a real jewel to the hand is charity.
భూషణము కంఠశ్చ సత్యం, సత్యంకే కంఠమునకు భూషణం.
And the jewel to the neck is the utterance of truth.
మన కంఠమున నెక్లెస్ కాదు భూషణము,
It's not the necklace, that's the decoration.
సత్యమే మన భూషణము.
The truth is the real jewel.
చేతికి దానమే ఒక భూషణము.
And for the hand, the jewel is
ఇలాంటి
charity.
భూషణాలు ఉండినటువంటి మనకు అనేక భూషణాలు మనకు ఎందుకు ఆశించాలి?
When you have such precious jewels, why do you want the remaining jewels?
కనుక విద్యార్థులారా,
So students,
విద్యార్థినీయులారా,
boys and girls,
దయాహృదయులైపోయి
Be
మీరు చదివిన
compassionate.
చదువుకు తగినటువంటి త్యాగాన్ని కూడా నువ్వు చేసి సమాజం లోపల మంచి పేరును పొందండి.
having acquired all this education, be ready to sacrifice, get a good name to the society
కానీ
and
మీ
yourself.
లోపల మాత్రం క్రోధము, అహంకారము, ద్వేషము ఇలాంటి దుర్గుణాలను మాత్రం పక్కకు నెట్టేయండి.
Brush aside anger, ego, hatred. They should not find a place
ఈ
in you.
దుర్గుణాలను లోపల ఉంచుకొని ఎలాంటి దానం చేసినప్పటికీ అది కేవలము ఒక వేపకాయ వంటి దానంగానే ఉంటుంటుంది.
With all the bad qualities in you, even if you offer anything in charity,
అది
it turns
bitter,
bitter only.
అలాంటి దానం చేయకండి.
Don't do such things.
మీ దుర్గుణాలను పక్కకు నెట్టేసేయండి.
Get rid of all bad
ప్రేమను
qualities
పెంచుకోండి.
and develop
ఈ
compassion,
ప్రేమ చేత 10
kindness.
మందికి అంతా కూడా ఆనందాన్ని ఇచ్చుకోండి.
And with love, share bliss with everybody.
అది మీరు చేయవలసినటువంటి యొక్క చదువులో ఉన్నటువంటి అంతరార్థాన్ని.
That is the significance, true
మీరు
meaning of
నిజంగా
education.
ఈనాడు దేశంలోకి చేయవలసినటువంటి సేవ ఇలాంటిది.
This sort of a service you should
గొప్ప
do.
భవనాలు కట్టకండి, గొప్ప ఇదిగా కట్టకండి, స్కూల్స్ చేతనేంత ఎంతవరకు శక్తో అంత పనులు చేయండి. మీరు
You don't need to construct big mansions and big, huge, gigantic buildings.
ఏది చేసినా ప్రేమతో చేయండి.
Whatever you may do, do it with love.
ప్రేమకు మించినటువంటి ధనం మరొకటి లేదు.
There is no other property more than love.
We will now rise for the national anthem. Kindly resume your seats for Mangal Aarti.
जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपदान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता गुरुदेव मरियन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्र शयन ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी ओ साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंदुको मंगल आरती अंदुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।